Hey everybody, what is going on? It's Fox 316, or the Foxy one. And this is sort of a after gameplay audio commentary of playing Madhouse difficulty. I'll be doing it in several parts, and just want to give you the basic lowdown on what exactly is going on with this. I actually got all the items. I got the friggin' X-ray glasses. I got the running shoes. I got both defenses. The circular saw, which is going to be very important. And yeah, I have all of them basically. And I think the way to play Madhouse, if you don't want to give yourself a difficult time, is to more than likely play the game several times until you get everything. Get all the bobbleheads, get all the files, get the endings, do this, just do a ton of shit, basically. And I want to tell you that it makes all the difference in these playthroughs, especially for Madhouse. So this is the first time I'm in. This is the first experience I have. There is no edited footage except for getting the cassette tapes and saving. Other than that, that's the only cuts I'm gonna have. You're gonna see all my attempts at dying and unsuccessful attempts at dying and this and that. You're gonna see everything in this one. So I was thinking about taking out all of the deaths and just kind of going in and chopping it up, but fortunately, you know, I'm like, you know what, we'll keep him in, just for the sake of not editing everything. If you hear stuff in the background, it's not the game. It's upstairs. It's outside. It's noisy city. So if you do hear it, hope it adds to the atmosphere of the game. But we got Ethan here. Ethan doing his Ethan things. But this first part of the game here is scary because you don't really have much. You have nothing at all. It's probably the most terrifying part of the Madhouse difficulty. Because, I mean, you're playing it several times. You know the Mia fight. And you know you're gonna be boned because the bitch has a fucking chainsaw. She has a chainsaw, and it's not really good. So I like this area a lot. Just getting to the residence is pretty freaking cool. I mean, if I would say if there was like a corn maze in this game or something like that, like something to this nature, I think that would be really cool. But we kind of just get a swamp. That's it. So maybe just get this part in a swamp. I think Outlast 2 has a corn maze or a farm area. Maybe in the new DLC we'll get something not like that, but something to that akin. So this part's really basic, just run through as usual. You'll see Daddy over here, Mr. Jack Baker. Teleporting left and right. Now, I'm also going to try to get all the antique coins in this playthrough. Just to not do Madhouse over again, because Madhouse difficulty. You kind of want to one and done it, and that's it. And these are the last two achievements I need for Platinum, or at least 2 gold trophies to get to Platinum. So everything's pretty much the same right now. I always get spooked by just the random sounds. being in the kitchen and everything. Now, I'm just checking stuff because I heard that Madhouse actually has stuff arranged around, so I'm not too sure if it's just the regular items or if it's the key items. I'm not too sure. But here's the first thing we see now is new is cassette tapes. And cassette tapes are the ink ribbons of this game, and they'll basically give you the option to save, as you can see right here. Just put it inside the tape recorder and record. Not much new here. I mean, this seems like the training area of sorts. So we're gonna pop in the VCR here. This awesome derelict house footage. Good old Clancy Jarvis. Now,
Hey, I only work with professionals.
at this time, I'm kind of like
Make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
going absolutely nuts. I get fully immersed in the game. Unfortunately, as you can see, I don't pick up the lockpick
New guy? I'm not feeling it.
because I think the lockpick is not there.
We have to make a change. New plan. We do a walkthrough of the inside first. Then we
Because I think that, hey, it's arrangement. They'll probably throw it in like the kitchen somewhere,
name this time, okay?
but they don't.
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy? Ecstatic.
I don't think the ghost girl is actually in this footage anymore. I tried several times, but it never really popped up.
Alright, let's go.
Is the ghost girl Evelyn? I'm thinking.
It's loud.
After you.
After you.
I think I know this whole entire dialogue right now.
You ever prep?
After seeing this 100,000 times.
Spooky sounds. Ooh, is it haunted?
Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know. See?
I was an anchor, you know? Weekend sub, not anchor. What's that?
Is that?
Nothing.
More than a substitute anchor.
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected.
This thing has to be, I mean, in Sewer Gators has to be kind of popular. I mean,
How long
they're
do you
in
think
several
it's gonna
episodes,
be?
I believe.
3 years.
Well, it has to be something good.
Let's make a great cutaway.
So at this moment in time, I think I figured that I just got boned. Stop the video. Because I'm just like, I'm fully immersed, I'm scared, and I don't know what to expect out of Madhouse. There's your first common error right there. Number 1. Lee. I just see on the top right my PS4 live status. So pretend that never happened, and we're back into the mix. Now I'm like, I'm gonna look down, I need the fucking lockpick.
I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
It's kind of weird how he doesn't have like all the equipment that's actually necessary for that microphone.
This new guy? I'm not feeling it.
Like Clancy doesn't have it. I mean, he kind of has a quote-unquote camera, but he doesn't have a camera on him.
New plan.
When you see the shadow, it's just him walking. There's no camera.
Then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time.
And it's not necessarily if it's like Outlast camera, then it's a different story because you can actually see the guy holding the camera in Outlast.
Happy?
And this one, he's just kind of walking. So it's kind of, I don't know. I would say it's kind of a lazy thing that they did. You know, if you're holding the camera with one arm, then that's absolutely fine.
Are we rolling?
And they could have done a little bit better with that. Even later on with the happy birthday video, same exact thing. But logically, wouldn't the camera melt in that sense? I don't know.
It's loud.
After you.
After you. So,
Why are we in hell this time?
Do you ever prep?
Was it prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds.
Ooh,
Is that
haunted.
haunted? Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know. Weekend sub Pete.
I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend
Not
sub,
anchor.
Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
I do feel sorry for these three. These three have, I think, are as infamous as the Baker family, to tell you the truth.
Farmhouse, missing family, foul places.
Because you know, you play the demo, and they're in it, and you've done it like 100,000 times. Especially when the demo came out,
3 years.
trying to find all the hidden secrets and stuff.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway.
So this time I remember. Open it.
Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
So I could
Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward.
I could technically stop the tape right now, but
Son, Lucas.
let's get into the immersion of the game. I'm not really in a rush to do anything.
No, I should have worn my good shoes. Oh, shit. Glad I had my shots.
Glad I had my shots.
This will make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre?
I think I feel sorry for him the most.
Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went?
Unfucking believable.
Unfucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but
I mean, being a ghost
Clancy,
ghost hunters. This is probably the place you don't want to be in. When Andre leaves, it's just like, dude, you might as well. You can't. Well, first of all, you can't leave because the door slams on him.
did you hear that?
So the door is actually back to being automatically locked. I don't know how that works. How does that work?
Andre? Where the fuck is he? Andre, where are you, man?
Now his spook level is actually going up to like about a 6. I don't know how he sees that. Like right away, he just sees it. He doesn't look around the room first. He just kind of looks at it. And it's just like, oh, I found it.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Now he's going up to about an 8, I would say.
Alright, new deal. We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
At this moment in time, Pete's not doing too good. If you're lugging a camera down that ladder, that's not really smart to do. And there's Andre 3000 right there, just chilling next to the pipe.
Got a hero shot of me coming down the ladder. So, you first.
No ghost girl. Like in this game, there's no ghost girl. Even though I wish they would have put her in, but I don't think she's actually in the retail version.
What do you see? What is it?
I see Andre, and he's dead. Like I said, there's no. He has 2 hands. There's no camera on him. So, you know, I think like the Stars camera, but there's no camera on him. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how the camera, you know, if it was real life, holding the camera, but.
Jesus.
Right, let's go back to the immersion of the game. Let's go back to being Ethan. Let me grab the coin. I could grab the coin after Mia chops my hand off. Or I can get it now. So I just got it now. Just, you know, just so I don't forget. This part I don't necessarily like. The latter part's pretty cool, and going through the the water is pretty cool, but when it comes down to talking to Mia and just it's just exposition and it's just so fucking boring after playing it 5,000 times. Just to preface here, there's, you know, it's Madhouse difficulty, so I assume people who are watching this commentary, watching this playthrough, you guys have pretty much beaten the game, or you guys want to get schmoiled, so here's your chance to get schmoiled. This part's pretty cool. I like this part. And boom! Got Andre, unfortunately, there. Andre! Andre! Andre's dead. So the only coin in this house is just that coin. That's it. It's just like last time. If you've played it through easy or normal, that's just the only coin you'll ever get. Mia is conveniently placed in this convenient jail cell. I wish I can fast forward this part.
It's me. It's Ethan.
Ethan? Ethan?
Are you alright?
You shouldn't be here.
I like the hair physics on Mia.
No,
Like, there's so many hair strands and particles, and it goes over her eyes, it doesn't go over her eyes, it swooshes this way.
See you.
I did a pretty good job with her hair, even though it still looks like, you know, Street Fighter 5 hair.
Daddy?
We need to go now.
Actually, the hair does look pretty detailed.
Where are you taking me?
Someplace safe.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on? Baby, you've been gone for 3 years.
3 years? Has it really been 3 years?
Now, if you guys haven't played the game or have been through easier or normal mode, Mia's being controlled by Evelyn. Spoiled.
What is this place? What'd they do to you?
Not now. We need to get out of here first. I think it's this way.
I don't think it's at this exact moment that she's... Well, she's probably being strung around by her. But us as the player, we don't know anything about that right now.
Mia, we have to talk. That message you sent me.
Not me. That wasn't me.
But you did.
I didn't.
Okay, fine. Just tell me what's going on.
I'm telling you everything that I know. We have to go this way.
Mia, are you sure you know where you're going?
Family used to bring me food through here. I remember.
Like, if you see it through Evelyn's eyes, and it's just like, okay, the way it's sounding, it sounds like Mia's saying it, but it's actually more than likely Evelyn's saying it. Like the family, I remember them sending me through here or something like that. It's like, okay,
It's there. This is it.
maybe it's like little small voices in her head. I'm not too sure,
I remember this room.
but
Another door here. I'm sure of it.
now this is where
It's not here. It's gone. It's gone.
Mia goes away.
We're gonna be a family. Now that you're here.
See, exactly. Now that's being controlled. So, just looking around here, making sure there's nothing here. I know there's nothing here. We'll let her chill on the couch.
Mia?
Then we'll go on to the next part here where we're going to fight Mia for the first time. Now they actually give you a save opportunity right there. If you saw on the top left side, they actually give you a save opportunity for that. So I'm assuming if you kind of get boned here from her by dying, they kind of give you a little leeway. She got crazy powers. She got crazy throwing strength. She just had a rando knife in her hand. Ow.
Wait! Wait!
And that put me right in danger. Looks pretty cool though. It's like, oh shit, I just got fucking sliced.
I can hear her. I can feel her clawing her way back inside of me. Get
So, I mean,
out. Leave me alone.
it's wise enough at this moment in time to use a healing potion, or this first aid, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it called? I don't even know what it's called. It'll pop up on the screen.
Fuck are you, Mia?
I think herbs. It's probably just a herb. First aid. It's first aid, regardless. So I think you have to just hit that, and then it kind of triggers Mia again. So I frantically go for the axe. Now, this is the first encounter with Mia, and I just totally whiff not hitting her. So the idea for this part right here is just hit her once, block. Hit her once, block. I don't know what happened there. Usually hits on 3, then I can go for it. But she'll do the same animation again. And then I'm gonna punch her 3 times in the face. I guess it's just more health for Mia. Ah, there we go. Alright, so I have one more healing potion left. And I'm thinking, you know, should I use it? I mean, I'm only in probably caution right now. Yellow caution.
You really shouldn't have come here.
Who's this? And what the fuck is going on?
My name's Zoe. There should be a way out through the attic.
Attic.
Go there. Now.
So, there you go. Mia runs away. Now, the axe, depending on how you play upstairs against Mia, I mean, this is really important. I mean, you don't want to use the axe against her. Because, I mean, axe versus chainsaw. I think you know the results on that one. So, we got the fuse. Just making sure that nothing is different here in this part of the game. So I thought about saving right now, but I'm like, let me go through the sequence of the chainsaw and the hands, you know, just in case, you know, I mess up.
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay.
And of course, if you have the camera down, you can actually see that she has an item behind her back, which is pretty cool.
Have done that.
Take a screwdriver to the palm of the hand. Even though I think Ethan can technically get that out a lot quicker. just have a weird feeling that he can get that out pretty quick.
Now, let's see what you feel.
I don't have experience in getting a screwdriver to the hand. Or my hand sliced off by a fucking chainsaw. You're not in danger, you're not in any kind of, like, you don't get additional injuries.
My jaw must contain outbreak. Gonna quit. I promise. Must burn it all down.
Now that part is not even subtitled, which is very interesting. Even if you don't grab your hands, you still get your hand back, so it's no big deal. So I saved there, as you can see. And we're gonna start with the first boss fight of the game. And some people say it's the most difficult boss fight in RE7, and that is fighting Mia.
Okay.
So
Fine.
the thing is that we have a pissed off Ethan. He has one hand with a gun, and his reload speed is incredibly slow. It's terribly slow. What we're gonna do is search around the house without using or triggering Mia by going up the ladder. And there's a total of, I think, 27 bullets. So you have enough chance to get it. So I'm kind of feeling the tension right now. Go up, go down. So the strategy here, I mean, a lot of people say circle her around the room or stun her once. I believe it's 3 shots and then just book it. 3 shots, close the door. She's gonna take her time actually opening the door with her lovely chainsaw. So I think you can miss. See, as you see, 3 shots after that, she just runs. Now, this is where I make a grave error. She actually was there, and she just booped me right in the face. Even one shot from the chainsaw just fucks you up. So I'm in YOLO mode right now, unfortunately. One shot, I'm dead. This one's probably my bad. Because now my walk speed is severely gimped. She slashes through the door. Now I get kind of greedy here. As she jumps through the boxes and just annihilates me. 1 death, by the way. Ah, delicious. Delicious death. Feels bad, man. And that one I kind of messed up because I thought Mia wasn't behind the door, and that's what kind of got me. So even when she says the dialogue, just don't open the door, just wait. Because I believe there's a couple of places she can pop up. So far,
Okay, fine.
not necessarily scared of fighting Mia, and even when playing this game, I'm not scared of fighting her. I have no reason to. You bop her 3 times in the head, and you just run away. So, I think we got the strats down now. of fighting her. I'm hoping we can actually defeat it. It, not her. Just do one more shot, just for safe measure. See, look, spooky sounds outside. There you go, spooky sounds.
They're relying on me.
So
Everyone is relying on me.
at this part,
Everyone.
you can hear her in front of the door. You can see her in front of the door. But if you hear the audio actually switches and teleports her to that spot. Fucking missing. I don't like missing. I think when she spewts out exposition, I think that's when you kind of have to book it. After 3 shots, she just goes in rage mode. Get some really good shots there.
What are you hiding?
So I hate to say it, but I have to reload after 2 shots. We got 14 left. And this is something very interesting, because I've never seen her go this way. Alright, 2 shots, I'm getting the fudge out.
I am responsible.
Okay. So, my plan on this part is to have her stand in the middle and hit the beam.
You were always watching me.
It's a lucky dodge right there. I got 3 shots left before we have to go to axe. See, I kind of just hug it right there. Then she goes into her animation. Doesn't kill it. 2 shots left. I don't know if she's coming left or right or in front of me. She came in front of me. Boom. All 27 shots. Not successfully hit. But that last shot was awesome as I teabag her for being a bitch. For being a bitch. 0. I have no ammo left. I used all 27 shots, and all 27 shots somewhat didn't matter. So you can kind of miss a few, but go for the head.
Welcome to the family, son.
As I get familyed. So far, not that bad. So far, not that bad. I have only fought... I defeated Mia once. Died once to her. That's pretty good. Okay, so now we're gonna be introduced to the bakers.
Come on. Don't you die on us.
A lot of
now.
people
You have
want to
work
know
do.
who the hell is the person who puts your hand back, and that is Zoe, by the way. Same voice as the one on the telephone. It's Zoe. Though I don't know if she's... Yeah, she's running away from her family. So she kind of just attaches it really quick.